Hello everybody, once again, welcome back to my little corner of Minecraft here. I'm OzoneB. Today I'm starting once again back in the power room to show off the new vault altar automation that I added in the last episode. This will make things so much easier for crafting vault crystals. Definitely something I'm gonna have to remember as the time goes by. We ended the last episode on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm sorry about that. It's not really the best thing to do in my opinion, and I didn't like doing it. But after running the vaults and editing the footage, that video was creeping up on an hour long. And I just decided, nope, that's too long, not going to do that, so we left it at a cliffhanger. So let's pick back up right where we left off, getting ready to run that super crystal. Let's go. So now it's time to run a vault and try to use up that crystal. But you know what? I'm really nervous. So instead I'm going to run another vault as a warm-up before I run the super lucky vault. This crystal is one I made a while ago that's optimistic and clumsy, and honestly, it was kind of a waste to make it. Someone told me that in the comments, and yeah, you were right. It was a waste. Alright, here we go. Optimistic and clumsy, just like we knew it would be. And a lot of obelisks. Wow. Let's see what we see in terms of obelisks, maybe? Definitely looks like there could be one that way. Yes, there is. There is an obelisk that way. A mine room! And they call it a mine. I'm almost out of mana. So I've got to stop. So I guess we're moving on. Oh, and now we got an aquarium room. This vault has been really bad place to not have enough mana. Oh, no, it was an obelisk. It was an obelisk. Alrighty. A fishy room? Is this the same fishy room? It is not the same fishy room. Oh my gosh. Well, time to get more fishes. Looks like there's a decent chance that that's one straight ahead. That is indeed. And see if we can find some more obelisk options. Oh my gosh, it's another mine room. Another mine room. What in the world? This is so crazy. There we go. That is an obelisk. One more to go. And the spider room. That looks like that's about right. That is indefinitely. Now let's see if it's a good room. It is a dig site room, which is not a great room. All right, boss time. About to pop a totem. Ouch, you are hurting like a crazy. Man, you hurt. And you're all the way healed up. Do I try it again? I think I try it again. I can't summon anybody. You're focused on somebody else, which is all good for me. Okay, wow. And let's see what the boss crate has to give us. Another artifact. Wow, another artifact. No relic in there, but you know what? This is good. All right, what are we going to get? I don't know. I don't know how to identify these artifacts, but it's another artifact and not a dupe yet. Wow, for just a throwaway random vault that was meant to just be a warm-up, that was a really, really good vault. All right, this is it. This is the big kahuna. I'm still really nervous. That last vault was a really good vault run, honestly, but I'm still really nervous. As a reminder, to myself as much as you guys, I'm looking for treasure rooms. I'm looking for an Ashium and a Bomb Ignite treasure room because I want to use both of these keys that I've got while I've got the super lucky attribute on the crystal. It's also got gilded and horde, so there's going to be lots of gilded chests around. So I've got to remind myself that I'm not trying to kill the boss, I just want to get in and find the treasure rooms. Because I am so used to always trying to finish the vault and kill the boss. Let's just hope it's not also locked. Although, because I made this crystal, I think it's technically not possible to be locked. But nevertheless, I'm going to hope for it anyway. So here we go, looking for treasure rooms. And I don't have to read it. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. So let's first mark the out. And I'm bypassing all of those regular chests just to look for the gilded chests. 100% more soul shards. That's nice, Idona, but not what I'm after this time. Oh, I'm slowed. That's right. I'm slowed. And I've got mining fatigue. Oh my gosh, so many good chests. That's not what I'm after. Gotta remind myself, that's not what I'm after. As I go and take on another chest. Where did I see those treasure chests, those treasure rooms? They're all around me. Okay, that one looks the closest. So this treasure room is up here, somewhere back here. I don't know how to get to it. Oh, here we go. What kind of door is that? Sparkletine. Okay, not the one I'm after. So it looks like there might be two over here. I mean, maybe? Yeah. What kind of door is that? An Ashium door. Oh, we got lucky here. There we go. Wow, look at all the gems. And even though I've got mining fatigue, I will take them. But the treasure chests, that's the real treasure, isn't it? Oh, so many good stuff. I don't even know. I'm not even looking. I'm just spitting it all out. And I'm going to pick it all up and sort it out later. Down below? I don't know. I see a relic. That's great. See, so, a farmer? Cool. I could probably use that. Sure, I mean, I could use everything, of course. Good stuff. I think I see a skill orb in there. And I got an advancement, some kind of upgrade advancement. Great success. Now I got to find the other one. So if I hit it again, oh gosh, there are lots of mobs around here. There's one right in here, I think. I mean, it's like right in here. Oh, gosh. Yeah, here we go. That is Funzoid. Oh my gosh. Okay. So many mobs. I gotta get out of here. Where am I going? I don't even know. I'm going so crazy. All right, let's go this way. One up here in this room off to the left. Did I find it right in here? There it is. That's an Escalium. All right, I gotta run. What am I at? I'm at 12 minutes. The Horde and Gilded, they're not doing anything for me. That was kind of a mistake maybe to put them on here and use up the catalysts. But, oh well. Oh well. Live and learn. I got one over here off to the right. Where would that be? How do I get there? How do I get there? There. That is Upaline. In this next room, there's two, so that'll be cool. Like right in here? Is that my Ashium door? I think that's my Ashium door that I already opened, maybe. I don't know. I'm getting so confused. There's another one way up. So even if it's not my Ashium door, it is another Ashium door that I am not able to use. Okay, that's not it. Where is this thing at? There's the tunnel. What kind of door is that? That looks like Puffium. I've got Bomb Ignite. Bomb Ignite is what I need. But there was another one this way. No, it's down there. It's in the same room, just down real low. I don't know how to get to it, so I guess we'll dig for it. Here it is. Here it is. All right. Funzoid. Always the wrong ones. This is not visible at all. I would have never found this if it hadn't been for this talent, you know? Only 8 minutes left. I only found one of my treasure doors. And I gotta keep on going. So there is one straight ahead and down and to the right. Okay, so it's got to be down in here somewhere. There it is. That is the green one, Tubium. 6 minutes. Running dangerously low on time. Not making great use of this vault. I mean, that kind of looks close. I didn't think that was the tubium, but it might be. Oh, it's right here. That's a bomb ignite. That's a bomb ignite. And we've got 5 minutes left. Oh boy. I shouldn't even worry about these things. Let's just get this. Come on, get this good stuff out of here. Just cue it all out. There's another echo. This is wonderful. Where's my box? I can die a happy man now. Well, no, I really don't want to die. I can leave a happy man now. This was a great success. This vault was oh boy. It was a lot of work, a lot of stress, but it was a big success. Now I just got to get out of here and get as many gildeds as I can along the way. Okay, I got another room to go in a minute and a half. So actually, I might have more than a couple rooms to go. So let's get closer to the out room. Now I am actually starting to panic a little. All right. Whew. There we go. We're making it out alive. Alive, I tell you, alive. And with great riches. That was more stressful than I thought it would be. I mean, I was super nervous, but I am so glad that I got it done. So give me a moment to go through all the loot, and then I'll come back and we'll go through it together. And now that the sorting is done, I've got these 2 boss crates behind me that have all the good stuff. This one on the left has things that we've seen before or aren't all that new, right? There's a bunch of vault stuff. We got a relic, which is cool. I got a whole bunch of drawers, a farmer, which is nice because those are pretty expensive, some refined storage pieces, a waystone, and a whole bunch of gear, a couple of which are tier 2. Now, I don't actually know if the gear is from chests or from the treasure room or what, but that's what we got on this run. Now, this one on the right has the new stuff and the better stuff, I think. So first, we got several player gems. We got a bunch of artisan scrolls, orb frames, echo gems, and a pog. These orb frames, skill orbs, that's going to be really useful. A mega torch, gold barrel, iron furnace. These things are nice quality of life things. I don't feel like I really needed them, but they're nice to have. A whole bunch of ingots for a whole bunch of different mods, including a piece of Terra Steel for Botania. Got some industrial foregoing animal rancher, plant sower, and plant gatherer. I'm gonna have to research what these do because I don't know. And then some thermal expansion dynamos. And lastly, some applied energistic storage and cables, which I don't think I'll be able to do anything with at the moment. So a lot of really cool things, but nothing that I feel is like earth-shattering and game-changing for me. It's all good stuff to have, and I'm really glad to have done the treasure rooms, but now I don't have any more keys either. And the mining fatigue on that vault really made things rough. I had to pass up so many gilded chests where if I didn't have the mining fatigue, I could have just done zip and gotten them all with my Terra Shatterer, but it was just too slow. Those mobs hurt, and it was a challenge. My armor took a beating. I'm going to have to do some repairing on that too. But all in all, this was a really great experiment and a lot of fun to do. Oh, and I got this special crystal in one of the things too, a vault trove. That's new to me. I don't know offhand what that does. So if you know, leave me a comment down below and help a brother out, would you? But of course, we got this relic, so let's see if it can complete a set. It's a cupcake. Oh, and it does. It completes the cupcake set. That's really useful. So one more relic statue down and another set complete. Let's go put this in place with all the others. Boop. It's the cupcake set. So another 30 seconds onto all my vaults from here on out. Not the kind of accomplishment that I expected to achieve from this vault, but I'm glad to have it. Next, we need to roll all this new vault gear. So let's jump into that too. Well, it looks like we got some pretty decent things. I got this tier 2 idol with +5 health. I still like to use regular totems because they get replenished automatically in your hand, so I tend to not use the vault idols. But +5 health is really nice. This epic sword, however, looks really nice. 11 damage on it? Yeah. I'm going to try to see if I can level that up. It doesn't have that many levels and repairs. I'm going to try to see if I can move Leech over to this one. Maybe? But yeah, 11 damage on on the sword is pretty darn nice. Yeah, my current Vault Sword is over 11 damage with all of the attack damage boosts that it has, but I feel like I've been running into the robot a lot more. I primarily use Smite on my Vault Sword, so I do think that this might be a good one to take in as a backup and have sharpness on it so that I can switch to it whenever I encounter the Vault robot. I think that will make things a lot easier on the boss fights. Next, we got some epic boots, which are good, but they're still not tier 2, and then some tier 2 scrappy boots with 5 armor and a whole bunch of extra durability, so those look pretty darn nice. My last boot took quite a beating in the last vault. Actually, all my vault gear took a lot of damage in that last vault, but these I think could be a decent replacement for my current boots. So like I was saying, that my vault gear took a real beating in that last vault. There was a lot of bad stuff there, so it's time to put some plating on it and build it back up a little bit. Why is this not letting me do this? Am I missing something? I can do it on my helmet, although I don't have the levels. But why can I not put even one plating on my shoes? Not my legs, not my armor, my chest piece, I mean, and just my helmet. Oh, these are tier 2s. My helmet is not a tier 2, but everything else is a tier 2 piece of gear. Okay, something's going on here with the tier 2 gear. Let me do some research and I'll be right back. The gist is that vault plating is only used on tier 1 gear. Tier 2 gear needs heavy plating, which isn't that bad to create, but I didn't really know that tier 2 gear needed its own separate plating. I mean, I guess it makes sense. And then there's this ultimate for tier 3. Yeah, okay, well, tier 2. All right, so I need to create some of this. And we can make 20 on each gear. Wow, that's going to go pretty quickly. That's going to use up my vault plating pretty quickly. Well, I actually have enough for all 4 pieces of gear. Actually, I've only got 3, so I do have enough to bring up all of my gear and still have some heavy plating around. I don't see any reason to keep regular vault plating around anymore. Well, that's another thing I didn't know. See, we're finding out all kinds of things about tier 2 gear. But hopefully, my ignorance helped you out too. In what is now a couple videos ago, I was complaining about how I couldn't find leech on a sword, and that I had leech on several axes. One of my commenters, Francisco Rossi, was telling me about how you can actually use a fabrication tool on an axe and get the leech off of it, and then apply it to a sword. See, I assumed, and incorrectly it seems, that the type of the piece of equipment is what gets attached to the artisan scroll, because we saw when it came off a chess piece, it said it was for chess pieces. But earlier, when we completed the SLL vault and I got several artisan scrolls, many of them were for the offhand slot. So coming to find out that the fabrication jewels are based on slots, not the type of equipment. So an axe then would come onto the main hand. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to do that. And over here, I've still got several pieces of unidentified equipment and those gear charms. I think it'll be great to take a gear charm, put it on a sword, and take it to tier 2, and then put a fabrication jewel with leech on there, and see how good of a sword I can make. And I'm not going to use the rare sword. I've still got several tier 1 common scrappy swords, because it doesn't matter what the tier of the sword is. The gear charm will cause it to be completely re-rolled at a scrappy plus, or at least that's what it seems. So I'm going to grab this scrappy sword, and just for posterity's sake, I'm going to grab this common sword, neither of which I've identified, and these gear charms, and I've already made up 2 fabrication jewels ready to be used on those axes. So first up is using the gear charm on these pieces of unidentified gear. And as we went through before, it'll re-roll it at scrappy. Let me put the comment up there and see what it says. See, it still says scrappy. So it doesn't matter what the initial one is. So boom, now I got another tier 2 sword. Yeah, after thinking about it for a little bit, I'm going to save this gear charm for a little while longer and work on just the one sword that I brought up to a tier 2. My helmet is still a tier 1, and I could definitely use a tier 2 helmet, but I really like the idea of getting a better sword to be used in the vaults. And I was going to throw all my eggs in that basket, but I'm going to play it cautious instead and just wait a little bit. So now over here in my weapons chest, I'm going to grab one of these axes. We saw before when doing the artisan scrolls last time that it really doesn't matter what value of leech is associated with the axe, but I'm just going to take the 2 anyway, because we saw that it's going to re-roll it completely from scratch, so it doesn't really matter. That's not how it goes either. There we go. So we're going to make an artisan scroll with a main hand and adds the stat of leech. Since I've got the other fabrication jewel here, I don't see any reason not to pull this one off as well, because yeah, it's just going to be good to have this artisan scroll all done. Wait a minute. No, it didn't work. That one didn't work. Oh no. I guess there's a chance that it fails? Anybody know what happened there? I sure don't. Well, anyway, with that done, let's take this tier 2 sword and put this artisan scroll onto it. Does that not work? Why does this not work? It's going to re-roll it. I think I've got to roll this first. I think I've got to roll this tier 2 sword first, and then it's just going to re-roll it. So let's roll it and see what we get as, just in case. I don't know. Let's just see what we get. Weakening Cloud 2, 9.8 sword. Not a great sword, and one that I will be glad to re-roll. There we go. Now we can re-roll it as a tier 2 reforged vault sword. Now, this is the one that matters. This is the one that could make or break the project, Let's see what we get. Come on, come on, come on. 9.8 again. Leech and reforged. Lots of repairs, lots of levels, nothing else, but 9.8 is pretty crappy. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that at all. Well, back into the crate you go, I guess. I don't know. With the artisan scroll failing and then the vault sword revamps failing, I'm kind of disappointed with the whole process. Probably one of the best things I got from these treasure rooms are the skill orbs. They're pretty darn expensive. They take a vault diamond block and a total of 20 black opal to do all this, so that makes them pretty darn expensive. No echoes, yes, but pretty darn expensive nonetheless. And you use them in conjunction with a bunch of skill shards, and the skill shards are made up of skill essence in order to be able to get more skill points. Now I've got a lot of skill points right now, almost 20 actually, and because of the multiplier and the levels that I'm advancing, they come in pretty darn quickly. But an extra couple skill points is always welcome. So I'm going to make these up and add them to the pool. Now these orbs are populated with a yummy, colorful interior. You know what it looks like? It looks like a lollipop. Yum. Oh, I just used them up. Oh well, that's what they're there for. So 2 more skill points in the bank. And a few vault runs later, here I am with even more skill points. These things are racking up faster than I can keep track of them. When it comes to skills, there's so much I want to do. You never have enough, but it also leads to some analysis paralysis. Do you guys ever get that? I do. Like for instance, I still haven't chosen one of the archetypes because, well, I can't decide which one's going to be better for me than the others. And there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to do in Artisan, and I suggest that we always go for strength whenever there's chance, so I can do more strength, and I want to complete the critical strike, and yada 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 yada. There's just way more to spend skill points in than there are points to spend. But I think in the little time that we have left, I want to play more with Artisan. I want to be making some more armor and trying to get better stuff than I've got right now. So, for better for worse, I'm going to go ahead and spend some points in Artisan and use up pretty much all the points I have left to get me up to this flawless level. Most likely rare and a high chance of epic. And these last 6 points would work well for strength, but at the same time, I haven't done any execute. One of the reasons I haven't done execute is because, well, my keybinds, I'm just not comfortable with them. I just can't find another keybind that works really well for pressing in the franticness that is the boss fight. And so I feel like I should be spending the rest of my points on execute so that I can actually take down the boss a little more quickly. I'm just going to have to figure something out, but here we go. I'm going to put all the rest of the points into execute, and of course take the precision specialization. Like I said, this is the meta. For those of you unaware, which is probably nobody in my audience, but still, the precision specialization lets you basically do half of the health in just one hit. So all you got to do is get the boss down to half health, trigger execute, and boom, it's done. Honestly, I probably would have been able to complete one of the raffle vaults that I didn't otherwise complete if I had that specialization and talent unlocked. And one of my commenters told me so. So you're right, that's what we need to do. Now I just got to find a keybind and get used to using it. One other bit that is a very special accomplishment is the Terra Shatterer is finally there. Yay! It's finally there! That's right, SS rank. Just take it in and look at that shiny rainbow progress bar indicating that it's all done. And it wouldn't have been possible without the auto trader going upstairs and the Kekamorises down here chewing through the cakes like nobody's business. I finally got one of the auto traders to stick at 1 emerald per cake. Now how this happened, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it was just a sheer number of zombifications or just dumb luck that it somehow managed to stick. But because he managed to stick at 1 emerald, I've been able to grow my emerald supply quite a bit. The cakes have been rolling in, the mana production has been going crazy, and I've been able to just purely AFK for a few overnight sessions in order to make massive progress on the Terra Shatterer. I say a few, but it's really been more like 7 or 8 long AFK sessions, just letting the Terra Shatterer soak downstairs. But hey, it's done. Normally I'd say let's run a vault and see how it goes in reality, but this video is already quite long and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of accomplishments here. Ran the super crystal, got the treasure rooms, unlocked a bunch of skills, and now the Terra Shatterer is up at the SS tier. So I think this is where I have to call it quits. So I think I'm going to kick off my shoes, sit back and relax, and enjoy the break for a little bit. I hope you enjoyed coming on this journey with me, and remember, if you like the content, please give me a comment and maybe drop a sub or a like. I really appreciate all the support. In the next episode, I think we're going to wrap this series up. One of the commenters was asking if I was going to keep playing this series, and no, I've always intended to stop this series once the 1.18 update is out, and we're really close to that. So we're going to do one more after this, and then start looking forward to the next version. But in the meantime, remember, be excellent to each other, and I'm out.